Hey guys, I'll be Freeman here again, and today we are playing some more HOI4 Kaiserreich mod as the French Republic here. And yeah, I guess last episode we managed to reclaim most of our clay. We got like a pretty good chunk out of it, and it looks like the UK settled up with Germany there, but we didn't. We told them to fuck off. They sent their envoy over, so we'll be going for round 2 with the Kaiser eventually, I suppose. And they are at war with, looks like Russia's team and Japan's team. Whew. So we'll see how that goes for them. We might have a chance to be a little bit opportunistic and shank the Germans in the back. And yeah, so the Entente is looking like pretty thick right now. We got some Istanbul Pact over here and some Cairo Pact. Yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff over here. It looks like Liberia also joined the Reichspakt. PSA in the Entente? Yes, the PSA is in the Entente even too. It's like pretty thick. And right now we're trying to beat up the Baharati economy. It's like, let's go send our tanks over. And that should be enough to help clear out the Baharatians there. Now, those are, of course, Amtrak tanks, so they'll be pretty good in India, getting over all those annoying rivers and shit. And we're focusing, I guess, on reconstruction. So we're in reconstruction now. Like, not nearly as bad as Canada, of course. We still have our entire army and our tank units and everything, and we still have 89 factories and lots of equipment. The hidden ones, persecuted, forbidden from publicly displaying what they held most dear, relentlessly mock the faithful, those who quietly resist despite the open hostility of the communards coming out of hiding. Fear's open expression of the faith was forbidden. Bishops were run out of the country. Some churches were seized. Homilies were monitored. In the sillage of our victorious army, some dared to join our forces' open-air masses. Priests who had gone into hiding reclaimed their parishes, while some, skittish, perhaps fearing a red counteroffensive, only discreetly brought flowers to the few roadside shrines which had managed to escape the purge of religious expression from public space. With the fratricide conflict coming to an end, the once silenced bells rang all over the nation. Great processions were organized to purify towns and villages from the stain left by both atheistic anti-clericalism and the orgy of violence. Crosses were put back up. Long lines formed at the confessional pews filled up. Pilgrimage sites teemed with life as survivors came to bring their thanks to whichever saint they prayed to for protection in battle or as bombs fell indiscriminately. Our Lady of the Miraculous Medal, or Lourdes of La Salette, Saint Therese, Saint Genevieve, Saint Jeanne d'Arc all had their new devotees. The communards attempted to stamp out the opium of the people. Clearly this was not as successful as they had hoped. Indeed, the blood of the martyrs is the seed of the church. Te Deum! Some compliance. I like compliance. It's a little bit closer. Pretty weird medium tank too. What that's supposed to be. Relief effort. We get daily compliance gain. The cost of political power and more support. Okay. Okay. You got lots of broken stuff here too. Like a lot of broken stuff. Oh, we got T. Lawrence. Let's get T. Lawrence. And we'll have him start rooting out resistance. How is our resistance right now anyways? It's like we're okay. We don't have anything approaching rebellion yet, so that's nice. So we only have one more unit of Amtrak tanks. So we probably don't need that many Amtraks anymore. We can put those on guns, or we can maybe make mechanized. Guns is probably fine. King Edward's address. We got another address by our boy Edward. Dear the population. Trial of the commune. Nice, get to line some lefties up against a wall. That's a long ride over to India, isn't it? That's process the military. Gamlin, Tanguy, Beloit, Macno, Catru, Delastraint. The name of the defendants echoes in the hall of the High Military Court, especially assembled to pass judgment on the officers of the Commune. Many of them had served in the French armed forces, joining the mutineers out of conviction or self-interest. Others were foreigners who thought to serve the cause of the revolution. Many are present, stoic or dazed, or crying hysterically. Some are still hiding, some fled, and will have to be condemned in absentia. Each case is carefully examined by a court of officers. Defendant is charged with treason, mutiny, desertion, and conspiracy against France. Sometimes other accusations, and the verdict falls. Inevitably, guilty, guilty, guilty. I don't know, man. Like I feel like if you found them and they're like in the army of the communards, and like it's pretty obvious they're fucking guilty of being treasonous bastards. One question remains: how to sentence the guilty? The typical sentence for military traitors is death by firing squad. However, even among our own military, there are calls for leniency on some of these officers, as they had contacted our intelligence services during or even before the war, hoping to switch sides, arguing that they had simply been thrust into serving a cause they did not believe in. Others argue that conflicts in the future are likely, and France cannot sacrifice talented officers. I don't really need army experience. Yeah, no mercy. Death to traitors. Again, let's focus on compliance. %, so that's pretty good. How far are we away from this stuff? That's still going. Start researching our bombers. The cadres. Across France are taking place an untold number of more or less formal trials, with courts quickly assembled by loyalists to pass judgment on local cadres of syndicalist apparatus, from militia officers to the chairman of the Commune of Councils, or simply known true believers in the socialist cause. Our occupying forces have turned a blind eye to these barely legitimate courts when they didn't outright supply the guns to shoot the traitors. Simply put, our reconquered people are tearing each other apart, blowing up in anger, for they finally see the Reds for what they truly are, the enemies of France who led them and all to their collective downfall. However, these trials may have gone somewhat out of control, with unsavory reports coming in of cruel punishments or settling of personal vendettas by the simple accusation of being a committed socialist. Furthermore, the more legalistic among us argue that this usurpation of state authority cannot be tolerated. What should be done? Yeah, we can't be having kangaroo courts. That's like socialist tier. Something socialists would do. Let's go with this guy over here. So maybe start building a little bit of a intel network in Berlin. Maybe. I don't know. Let's get the invisible ink upgrade. Question of Montmartre. Got some more decisions available too. Relief effort. Okay, we'll do a relief effort. Paris, most beautiful city on earth, has been free from the grasp of the Communards. Under their rule, she had often been martyrized, defaced by radical avant-garde architecture and urban planning. Many buildings have been damaged during the revolution, and now the war has brought more destruction. As such, plans for the restoration of the City of Lights to her pre-revolutionary beauty have already been hastily thrown together, as we discover the damage for the first time. However, one question remains: what should be done with the Montmartre? The hill towering above Paris has a rich history, starting point of the 1871 Commune, later on a romantic village within the city, and most importantly where an immense Neo-Byzantine basilica, the Sacré-Cœur, was being built, funded by donations from all over France. Close to completion when the revolution broke out, the basilica was never consecrated and was the site of a last holdout of loyalist forces. Damaged by the fighting, the building was gleefully torn down by the Communards, who saw its reactionary symbol as it was built to expiate the crimes of the original Commune of Paris. In its stead, they built a modernist palace of the people, where their attempt at government met. We have received multiple proposals for the future of the Montmartre. What should be done? Yeah, destroy the palace and rebuild the Sacré-Cœur, twice as magnificent. That's right. Have to cleanse ourselves of the sins of communism. Alright, so we got some military factories, probably because we're having more compliance now. Let's throw those on fighter. Tactical control, we'll get our last early in battle doctrine. Alright, so trial of commune is done. Now the returning exiles. Guess we'll support the British for one. Aid for the British. The UK is dealing with a tremendous amount of devastation, and they could certainly use whatever assistance the French Republic can offer. Well, I mean, we have our own problems too, but we'll help out. We'll help out, Eddie. As Pro says, the leaders. For weeks now, dozens of high-profile communards have been on trial in front of the High Court of Justice, assembled in the Palace of Justice in the capital. These men and women are facing a litany of accusations: treason, sedition, conspiracy against France, corruption, enumerated by the prosecutor, resonating in the high halls, a numerous audience inside and outside the courthouse staying deathly silent. The building surrounded by military forces to prevent any risk of last-ditch effort to secure these traitors. Their names sound familiar to our people, keenly informed these last few years of their numerous crimes against France during and since the Revolution. Far, Pivert, Thorez, Jouhau, Blum, Laval, Sartre, and many, many others. They have been given ample time to prepare their defense, some doing so admirably, others going so far as testifying against each other in hopes of reducing their sentence, or on the contrary, choosing to remain entirely silent. Most of them have been found guilty of the crimes they were accused of. What should their sentence be? Death is the expected sentence, but this would certainly create martyrs. On the other hand, a lighter sentence could seem like a show of weakness to our supporters, convincing our people that any of these Reds deserve mercy when they refuse to show any to anyone standing in the way of their crazed revolution could prove difficult. Madame la Guillotine and her unquenchable thirst awaits. We are better than these godless Reds. Show some mercy? I don't know. No mercy for traitors. Never another revolution. Barat Sealand, okay. Where the fuck is Barat Sealand? Okay, it's over here. We'll call in South Africa here. I forgot those guys were my puppet. I probably could have pulled infantry divisions from them and used those in France. Oops. Let's research that the plane there. I don't think we need war propaganda. No, so they're not sending us anything. We need rubber though. I guess we can get it from Brazil. Clash against the Tuaregs.
Pareil.
Go this way. Keep on going with compliance. Turning exiles, and then we get free repair. I mean, we will need that repair. So let's their tanks aren't getting in. Senu l'Africain. Now that the war is over, those who had chosen exile during the revolution are slowly making their way back. For some, it is a joyous ending to this fratricidal conflict as families are reunited and men rediscover their homeland. For others, it is a tragedy. Their kin might have disappeared, their neighborhood destroyed during the war, or their property collectivized. Some scars will take generations to heal, but the most pressing issue is that of seized property. Many are clamoring for what was theirs to be given back. We'd simply declare all transfer of property undertaken under the syndicalist regime to be null, but expropriating untold numbers of families would certainly not endear us to our united people. We also accept the status quo, legitimize the ownership of seized property, and simply give indemnities to the exiles. This might feel like a slap in the face to many. Finally, we could set up local committees investigating the claims of returning owners, which would then find a fair compromise between both parties, so this might prove complex and time-consuming. Let's just go with that, I guess.
Attention.
Nationalist leaflets in Tunis again. Can we do that, whatever, I think there was like a conference or some shit we could do, yeah, over here, Algiers conference. So we can do that, like maybe that'll help us with the, these rebellions. Start with their air doctrine. La ville au Sens Clocher. Before the revolution, Rouen was called the city of 100 spires because of its large number of churches. The anti-clerical number, however, destroyed some of these churches, took them over for secular use, or simply let them fall into disrepair. Now that the war is over and Normandy has been freed, a question arises. Should we rebuild this part of Rouen's history as part of reconstruction efforts? Many of our Catholic citizens believe that the churches should be rebuilt as they were, a way to exercise a godless past. However, this would have a certain cost, especially when the money could be redirected to more urgent causes. Alternatively, we could rebuild some of them while giving them another purpose, like housing, concert venues, or public libraries. This way, the history of the city would be preserved while making an efficient use of the money, or we could simply tear down the most damaged ones and restore only a few to make space for more new buildings. Let's get the compliance plus 2%. I mean, I think it said there that the rule is you need 80% compliance to core. Is that right? We integrated once they reach 80% compliance. I'm pretty sure we have the propaganda warfare upgrade, right? Yes, we are. Yeah, yes, we do. So we do have the extra compliance growth speed. Slovakia capitulates. So it looks like Russia is actually pushing in on Germany. A little bit, maybe? Yeah, it looks like Ukraine ate Slovakia. That's a thick Romania, too. So are the Romanians and Serbs in the Moscow Accord? Are they? No, they're still in the Belgrade Pact with Albania. Is Albania a puppet? Yes, they are. So it looks like once again. Or no, they didn't. So Karl's team and Germany's team haven't merged yet. So that's interesting. So Karl's having a bad day. Poland ball is on. Looks like they're on Germany's team here. This is a pretty small front line. It's like I wonder if Germany will actually be able to hold on here. Probably will. Relocate Algerian industry. Sure, I mean I guess we can do that. You know, let's do this Algiers conference. No, can't do that. Requires pushes civilization or promote autonomy. So I guess we'll have to do this first. So we'll do push civilizing mission because that's the only one we can do. Then we'll see what the Algiers conference does. Bridges there. Take out Calcutta. Italian Republic. Okay, that's not our Italy though. I think. Rescue operative. Escape artist. Let's go with this guy, I guess, over here. Let's do some resistance reduction. We got resistance over there. And we'll do compliance. The communists capitulated. I mean, I guess that's nice for India, isn't it? Send those guys over to Delhi. Serbia joins the Entente. Okay. So I guess they pieced out over here. And the Greeks have also joined the Entente. Germany better watch out, I guess. It's a lot of thick Entente this game. So I guess we're going to war with the Commonwealth of America here. Get compliance. What is it? What do we like here? So you can see those decisions on the map. 55%, 41%, 43%, 65% in Paris. Oh, so we got this over here. Provence, we should be able to integrate that, right? I guess we can if we have the 30 PP, which we do not have right now. So I guess New England went independent. So we'll send these guys over there. Hopefully they don't get torpedoed. These guys are almost all veteran too. Oh, maybe not almost all. Like, this guy is. That one's got a few ways to go. We need 50 for a desyndicalization effort. Ooh, daily compliance game for 60 days. Not bad. Alright, so we got that. Next, refining tech. Hopefully those guys can start to kill each other immediately. We'll try to civilize Africa. Get ourselves shovel guys. Guys are all shovels. You guys can all be shovels. Probably get a license for better artillery from the Canadians or some shit. Engine license production. What do we have here? Improved artillery. We also don't need the license for the for this anymore. So a couple on improved artillery. Where was their line of oh, because I canceled their license for fighters. Shite. Fighter 2A. Yeah, that's okay. We got lots of factories. So we'll go 20 on fighter, and then we'll try and get 10 on bombers. And we'll see what this Algiers conference event does. Like, hopefully that does something to stop our colonies from exploding all the time. Oh, it's the MMA2 oh, it's the anti-air. Yeah, I'll do that. Ooh, the Iron Guard got expelled. These guys are just having like a fun time, like driving all over the place, aren't they? Get some of those. What was that? The attack bomber. That was attack bomber, right? Let's save our. I think we can core province. So let's I guess wait for that and get the computing machine. Should probably have a 5th research slot somewhere on here, right? And you get the option to demand Alsace-Lorraine over here. I guess that's interesting. I would have thought there would be like another research slot. Do you actually like only get 4? Really? It looks like there's some good stuff in here, but armor production cost and a 100% bonus, like that's pretty sick. Oh, there it is. There's a research slot. Amnesty for science, for scientists, and that's probably a path we want to come down anyways. Definitely. So that's cool. I'm liking this focus tree. I think the focus tree is really cool. I don't like the decision minigame, and I think there's too many events. But this focus tree, I also don't like hidden focus trees, but this is pretty cool. There's like lots of cool buffs over here. You get like tons of armor, research bonuses, and let's see, like just coming down over here too. It looks like you have a bunch of stuff to do over here. French naval treaty, and then there's the Alsace-Lorraine again. So you can demand your stuff back, unlike the British do. This, like, right away, this feels like a lot better than playing as the Canadians. After you've accomplished your goal, like, taking France back doesn't feel like a punishment. Like, it feels like you're stronger, you still have your army. I know we're still doing shit, we're not just stuck clicking buttons. I think this is it's a pretty cool focus tree, I think. think it's pretty strong too. The extra production efficiency base is like pretty nice. Hyderabad is justifying against us. Like, I just moved the tanks over to here. Come on. Hyderabad. Fuck off. Let's do the Paris thing. Clash against the Tuaregs again. What a surprise. Guess we'll deal with the syndicates first. And the Dominion of India, like, they already beat Bharatiyakam. That's... It looks like there's a lot more of these orange guys than there are the Dominion guys, though. That's a little bit scary. I no longer get the effects of IDC economic advisors. Algiers Conference. Officials from all across the colonies met together in Algiers to discuss how we shall govern the colonies under our control. With the recent reconquest of the metropole from the syndicalists, we are finally back on our home turf. Now we must decide what to do with the colonies that supported us during our exile following our defeat in the First Weltkrieg. Many of our governments see our continued effort of spreading the civilization mission as a future for France. The natives of Africa largely stood by our side during our darkest hour and deserve better recognition and representation in our country. As the population continues to assimilate into French culture, they should be admitted into a new French union between the metropole and the colonies. Let us continue our efforts to incorporate African peoples as French citizens. You can now integrate French African colony states as cores in the French Union. So that's cool. You can get cores and all that stuff. Let's relocate Algerian industry. Reverse collectivization, that's going to get us some resistance. I guess we can relocate that industry first. And we're able to actually core the stuff now. Compliance, more than 50%. Resistance, less than 10%. So you have to like really get the resistance down. And, yeah, resistance is, yeah, there's a lot of resistance. I think we're like the guys like pretty much where they need to be though. Not a whole lot over here. So I guess we can do this stuff over here. It's like, that's cool. You can integrate all this stuff. You're gonna need a lot of political power to do that, though. It's gonna take you a while. Guess we'll invest a little bit of PP there. Have them assist their economy. The wreck of Vimoutiers. The sleepy little village of Vimoutiers in Normandy, whose only claim to fame was its tenuous revendication as the birthplace of the famous Camembert cheese, was heavily damaged in the recent fighting, particularly after retreating Red British troops attempted to create a temporary stronghold. Much like in so many cities and villages across France, it will take years to rebuild. However, one heap of slowly rusting metal is turning into a playground for local children and attracting the curiosity of a few onlookers. A disabled heavy British tank in particularly good shape, once the linchpin of the local syndicalist defense, stuck in a ditch right outside Vimoutiers. Of course, the authorities attempted to seize the tank as part of the countrywide effort to heal the scars of the war, either to scrap it for parts and metal or to study it further. But the Vimonasterians refused, even chasing away one cleanup crew. Children cried at the thought of losing their playground, while the adults had grown strangely attached to the wreck. Of course, the near pristine state of the tank was spurned numerous jokes about the bravery of British troops, but mostly the locals seemed fascinated by the object. Its newfound peaceful quietness, perhaps a symbol of a slow return to normalcy across France. In any case, the local mayor has said he intends to turn the tank into a monument, which would be done. I guess we'll just let them keep it. Or whatever. So yeah, so I think we'll try and save up some political power so we can core prevents, I guess. Starting to get cores would be nice. It's a long boat ride there. Hopefully we don't get torpedoed. Got locations to these guys over here too, jeez. Yeah, I don't think Commonwealth of America is going to make it here. Like they're pretty dead. And that also looks not great. How many medium tanks do I have? We got like 2K medium tanks and a bunch of motorized. We got air land battle. Maybe start researching mech. I guess we'll send some armor over to India. Oh, we can go with that guy. Of course, we do want India to win. And it looks like Germany and Russia have still made it a little bit, so that's nice. Nice for us. Hopefully that will last until we can demand Alsace-Lorraine. Haha. Yes, let's integrate prevents. Click that button, right? Pretty sure I clicked the button. I paid the 30 PP, so am I going to get a core here? No, I mean it's at 91% compliance, and I pushed the button. It's like okay, so I guess I have to wait 68 days for that. That's fine, you guys aren't gonna be there. So Germany got booted from the legation council, huh? And, you know, I mean, I guess I'm okay with that. Oil. We might as well trade with the PSA. Air Force on our team. Right over there. Paris. Integrate Paris. Here's a 76% compliance. Let's do that for Paris.
Aux ordres. Pas de pitié. Attention.
Close this up over here.
Continuez l'attaque. Aux ordres.
Go. So get these socialists out of here.
Écoutez. Attention. Attention. Écoutez. Attention. Gardez vos rangs. Paré. Bougez-vous. Bougez-vous. Gardez vos rangs. Écoutez. Attention. Paré.
Alright, so we get more factories available. Guess we'll stagger these out here. So maybe also get some fuel storage. What's our fuel capacity right now? Not quite 1 million. Like we'll go for that.
Paré. Écoutez. On se maille. Écoutez.
So relocate Algerian industry. We will reverse collectivization.
Écoutez. Paré. Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs. Attention. Attention. Bougez-vous. Attention. Bougez-vous.
So they're holed up in New York.
Écoutez.
Can we core Paris yet? Yes, we can. Let's do that.
Aux ordres.
So you guys just arrived. Yeah, I don't want to micro 2 places at once. We'll leave there just in case things go poorly.
Gardez vos rangs. Aux ordres. Bougez-vous. Écoutez.
Monarchy in Greece, huh?
Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs. Paré. Paré. Aux ordres. Attention. Écoutez. Aux ordres. Écoutez.
Pittsburgh. So we can just start grabbing their victory points. They don't seem to have enough troops to actually hold the line.
Gardez vos rangs.
That's pretty sad, actually. I would have thought the CSA would be, I'd have a little bit more than that at least, you know? Line A in Bordeaux. I guess we can go for a lot. Where's Bordeaux's down here, right? Bordeaux is at 62. Let's go for Bordeaux next.
Gardez vos rangs. Aux ordres. Gardez vos rangs. Attention. Attention. Écoutez.
Federation Day. Commie America capitulates.
Gardez vos rangs.
Alright. You guys back here.
Pareil.
You have these other guys. So we got that. Let's get some radar. We get this improved machine here. I think we deal with mainland first before we deal with the the colonies. So now that I know what that does, like, probably I would not do that as a high priority after you unify. Unfortunately, only one of these is an Amtrak's tank. The rest of them is motorized. I mean, that's probably fine though. It'll be good enough. Taunt air training scheme, sure.
Attention. Pareil. Tirs ennemis. Écoutez. Pas de pitié. Gardez vos rangs. Écoutez. Bougez-vous. Gardez vos rangs. Bougez-vous.
Fuel issues.
Continuez l'attaque.
So we got that. Start building mech. I guess we can wait. You can wait for more factories for that. That's fine.
Pareil. Bougez-vous. Écoutez. Pareil. Attention. C'est parti.
go. How are we looking over here for Bordeaux? 68% compliance. I think we're still doing that. Relief effort. We could do Lyonnaise. Let's do that in Lyonnaise, I guess.
C'est parti. Paré. Continue l'attaque. Continue l'attaque. Attention. Gardez-vous.
Risk collectivization.
Paré. Aux ordres. Écoutez. Bougez-vous. Paré. Écoutez. Bougez-vous. Bougez-vous. Attention. Bougez-vous. Attention. Gardez-vous. Bougez-vous. Aux ordres.
Who are we going to war with this time? The Hellenic Socialist Republic. Okay.
Attention. Aux ordres.
I think we'll be able to knock out Hyderabad pretty soon. They seem to be having some problems.
Gardez vos rangs.
Hello, my old Paris. Paris, capital of France. Since there has been a France, she has seen better days. The war and the Reds have left ugly scars. But all will soon be healed. Despite the struggles, Paris will always be Paris, undeniably the most beautiful city in the world, the capital of European culture and civilization, the city of lights, our good old Paname. Or Panam? I don't know. Finally, we are here, home. It would be impossible to hide the deep and sacred emotion moving all those who had to leave her behind all those years ago, and the awe of those who were exiled, too young to even remember her. Red flags and other symbols of the revolution were torn down, and an immense parade on the Champs-Élysées took place to honor our armies and those of our allies. Untold numbers of Parisians cheered of their liberators, some crying of joy, others simply staying stunned by this realization of the most dearly held dream. The enemies of France still lurk, but each day high-ranking revolutionaries are being brought to justice. It will take time. But first Paris, and soon all of France will be cleansed of this filth. Our patrie will be reborn from the ashes. Paris is outraged, broken, martyred, but free. Cool, we'll get some political power from that. Very nice, very nice. I could do the desyndicalization effort. We might want that. Cool, let's do a desyndicalization effort. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Attention. Bougez-vous. Gardez vos rangs. Aux ordres. Gardez vos distances. Aux ordres. Aux ordres. Paré.
Didn't even have to do anything there. That's pretty sick. So their capital is in Bombay.
Paré. Bougez-vous. 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 Écoutez. Bougez-vous.
That, let's
Paré.
General got wounded. That is a bit unfortunate, isn't it?
C'est parti. On se maille.
Monster capitulates. Okay.
Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs.
So take Bombay, and hopefully this will be the end of the
Continuez l'attaque.
these guys over here. Status of Malta.
Gardez vos rangs.
Now the United Kingdom is back in Sophia's request for the return of Malta. Since the island was never properly under French jurisdiction, and the Maltese do genuinely want to be back under British control. I mean, yeah, that's fine, I guess. We don't want to piss off the Entente. Let's,
Attention.
those guys are, of course, our team, and we will need them against, you know, for round 2 with the Kaiser. We demand Alsace-Lorraine again. I got radio detection. I'm working on a radio. Yeah, so maybe we should, like, it'll tell us it wants us to demobilize, probably. I guess we'll do that so we don't take too much of a stability hit. I mean, we've got lots of manpower now, anyways, and like our factory count should be going up. So Muscat has joined the Entente. And I think they just immediately died. So that's nice, I guess. We'll do that, and these guys should hopefully hit 80% soon. And the Lion, yeah, they're also getting close. They're getting close. They're getting close. Over here, let's do the air superiority doctrine. Almost at 80. Play some guys in the Loire Plains. A mosque in Paris. Plans for the construction of a great mosque in Paris have been drawn up for decades, first sponsored by Ottoman diplomats and by the late 19th century by a committee of French Africa, which sought to establish France as a nation friendly to Muslims as part of her colonial ambitions, or out of more genuine Islamophilia. The Great War put these plans into motion, and so what better way to show respect and gratitude to the many Muslim colonial subjects fighting for the motherland. Approval was given, funding gathered, a perspective of placement even chosen, but the revolution threw all this out the window. And though the communist authorities did honor the memories of the indigenous soldiers who died for France and the great imperialistic meat grinder, they were certainly not about to create a place of worship for them. In the exile and the reconquest of the metropole, once again our Muslim subjects showed their bravery and dedication to the patrie, and we would not stand victorious without them. As such, the Halta plans for the construction of the Great Mosque of Paris have been expanded. with some advocating for a sizable complex architecturally inspired by the Ez Zaytuna Mosque in Tunis, complete with gardens, a hammam, a madrasa, and even a tea house. When no one is putting into question the need for a great symbolic gesture of thanks, the project is drawing some criticism from secularists and some conservatives alike. I guess we do it. We'll do it. I think like the colonials did help us out there in that war, didn't it? Portugal is justifying on Nyasa land. Cool, that's cool for Portugal, I guess. We'll rebuild the south. Rebuild the north. That destroyer, yeah, I mean that's fine. It's just a trash destroyer that we're building. Just as probably as an escort, we'll use that for. No, I don't think we'll need our navy all that much. We'll probably want to do probably doing land war here. United Kingdom abandons Northern Ireland. Now they're Great Britain. Okay. It's a cool choice for you there, I guess. And Morocco could be a problem for us too, if we decide to go for round 2. Ireland joined the Reichspakt, huh? Alright, so Bordeaux. Why can we not integrate Bordeaux? They're 86%. They don't have political power, that's why. Okay. And then, so we're just gonna need like a lot of political power, I guess, to do the I think this is just gives you factories, buying factories. Fair enough. Not sure what else I would have expected from that focus, to be honest. Let's get the next research feed, I guess. Garrison attacked in French Sudan. Okay. Well, it seems like this is like a very political power hungry country. These are pretty nice buffs here too. Command power, organization 10%, organization 5%. We don't get like a... Okay, so we have the military administration, compromise committees. So we are taking a few hits. We have lingering communard influence. Build the north. So, let's see here. Get 100 political power, which that might be 35 days. That might be worth it. Like I just said, we are political power hungry. And they probably want to maybe come down here and do some army stuff. Work towards our next research slot. Integrate here. Be able to do Lyonnaise as well soon too.
Attention.
Victory of the Dominion. Well, that's nice for the Dominion. It's good for the Entente. And a clash against the Tuaregs. It looks like this has kind of been a stalemate over here. It's like that's it's great for us. You're gonna have to stab the Germans in the back. Demand Alsace-Lorraine. Be like Well Creek 2, but in reverse or something. More retention. You know, let's go for growth. Actually, you streamline the line. Team with our radar tech. Decisions. So I think we can go for integrate Lyonnaise when we have our next 30 political power. Got nationalist leaflets in Tunis, so same event again. Reorganize French forces. Naval strike tactics, get dogfighting experience. Probably also get artillery at some point. I am using a license for Canadian artillery right now, which is expensive. It's a great Lyonnaise. We'll do that. Not sure what that was, but okay. Garrison attacked. I guess we can't do that. We have to prepare for new elections. So what do we get? Departmental administration, consumer goods factories. Like, probably we want to do that. That seems like pretty important. Maybe we should do this before. We get political power from doing this too. So like maybe, I guess we'll just do that focus first. That's fine. I think maybe we want to do political. We'll get the additional. Let's see here. So Lyonnaise and Bordeaux, they'll be cored soon anyways. Desyndicalization effort. Yeah, let's do another desyndicalization effort. Get some more compliance across the board there. I guess we're going to war against Nyasaland. Okay. Get ourselves some more radars. Yeah, so we will prepare new elections. So New Zealand decided to go independent. You know, good for them. Compliance isn't quite there yet. Let's I don't know if that's worthwhile to actually build these things. Or use our PP for coring. What's our resistance looking like right now? I think there's a resistance map mode we can just look at, right? I think. Terrain map mode. I mean, there used to be. Yeah, okay, so resistance. So here is still pretty rough. I mean, like maybe this area we could do. So more than 70 compliance and some resistance. I'm not sure if there's like a whole lot of benefit to focusing on that, to be honest. I guess there's probably a bunch of like extra manpower. I mean, it would be. Do we want do we have anything else we need to spend our political power on? Like we're already integrating Lyonnaise, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's I guess we'll spend some on this stuff then. We'll light up Lyon and rebuild Loire Valley. And prepare new elections. It's going to be gross democracy. I don't like it. Empire of Japan is justifying against us. We're going to have to go to war against the Japanese. New elections. With democracy finally restored, it's time to organize the first truly democratic elections in the French Republic in more than 2 decades. 2 electoral alliances face off: the right-wing Bloc National, made up of Parti Social Français, and more minor right and center right-wing forces who hope to continue to reform France according to a compromise between the vision of Colonel de la Roque and the more moderate right-wing force, and the radicals who, as a formerly marginalized center-left force, enjoy the renewed support of those who still cling to some aspects of the left-wing dream. It's clear that President Mordac still holds a lot of sway in the future of France, and said that whatever party supports will come out on top. Be SOCON over here with Colonel de la Roque, or we can be Sucklib. I don't know. Let's go with Bloc National. I don't know if that was the right choice or not. You should maybe checked. That was not the right choice. We're supposed to do maintain the concentration, but I guess we're doing revive the national bloc. So that's fine, I guess. I was looking for was military administration with departmental administration over here to get negative 10% consumer goods, which would have been great. We got minus 3% consumer goods over there. And minus 7 over here. I guess it's about the same. It's just we do it in a different spot. This gives us more resistance growth speed, though. Like it's a bit shit, but okay. We've got advanced computing machine. We got that. Maybe get some cruisers. Do need to build a navy. You know, let's get construction. It's a much better pick. We revived the national bloc. Reinforce presidential powers. So I guess we will reinforce presidential powers. Let's see here. Are we able to integrate anything else at the moment? It does not look like it. Three naval base. That's not bad. Civilian factory. I mean, yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's look a couple of these, I guess. Burnt out village. Chase after them, I guess. Oh yeah, well, at least we made an attempt. National Bloc presidential nominations. With the victory of the Bloc National in the latest legislative elections, President Mordac has announced his intention to resign and retire from public life. In his words, it's time for France to return to normalcy and truly leave behind the exile and the war. As such, the various parties of the Bloc National have convened to decide which man they should choose to represent their interests in the coming presidential elections. This choice is particularly important as the man they will choose will certainly be elected. The president is chosen by the Assembly to lead the Republic for 7 years, and their recently won majority is already enough to elect the candidate of their choosing. Two are being seriously considered. The favorite, Colonel Francois de la Roque of the PSF, head of the former unity government during wartime, who needs no introduction, whose dominant position has been somewhat shaken as he has not yet implemented the PSF as well as in Algeria, and Louis Marin, a veteran of conservative parliamentary politics, member of the Chamber of Deputies for now close to 4 decades. An ethnography professor, conservative, cultured, patriotic, moderate Catholic, Marin is the very picture of a distinguished older gentleman, well appreciated by his colleagues and the public at large, and as such is seen as a compromise candidate. We'll go with De La Roque. That guy seems pretty based. Radar. Factories. All these national spirits you collect, you know, it's quite a bit. I'd say it's still probably not on the whole as strong, because you do have to go through this reconstruction phase. You didn't as Nat France previously. I mean, on the other hand, you get a lot of buffs, and you get like a lot more tank research bonuses. Like, we'll be able to pick that other tank bonus up to hit modern tank, which you might want to do. And this war has been going on for a long time.
Gardez vos rangs.
Pull you guys over there. That army, I guess, is fine. Do that. Let's make another one with mechanized. Still don't have a recon company. That's okay though. Annual IDC review. Let's invest 25 political power. Don't want to get kicked out of the IDC. Let's get the construction engineers. So it looks like Japan decided not to declare war on us. So I guess we'll just have another build-up period over here, and then we'll be declaring on Germany once we get down to the demand Alsace-Lorraine again. The Nancy question. Nancy is not owned and controlled by the German Empire. Okay. So I guess you have the option to go side with Germany too. But I guess we have to stay with the Brits, so that's fine. We'll do that. Let's do the regional prefectures. So those consumer goods. And yes, land is dead, so it's great for them, I guess. We importing anything extraneous? No, we aren't. Let's try to at least get some units up to our division cap. Might also want a 14-4 template. Just rifles probably not that poor anymore that we would need to do that. You know, maybe we'll keep that. Motorized, probably not gonna need that. Don't need mountaineers. I need those marines. Probably don't need this. I don't need that armor car template. It's fine. Damocles explosion. After years of careful scientific research, French engineer Louis Réard has finally put the finishing touches on this most important work of his life, possibly radically altering the course of human history of the Damocles. When he invited the press to an exclusive event, rumors swirled until it finally unveiled his work to the world, leaving the journalists stunned for a split second before the fracas of camera flashes drowned out any question they might have. Truth is, they didn't need any explanation. A simple picture was sufficient, a picture that would be in every newspaper the very next day. With a total area of around 200 centimeters squared, described as a small but devastating, named after the now infamous Red Project for an atom bomb by the genius inventor who hoped to create an explosive commercial and cultural reaction. Damocles, now the world's smallest swimsuit, is creating a wave of passion across Europe and beyond. Réard has already received thousands of fan letters, strangely enough, mainly from men in just as many orders, but many are not amused by this new fashion statement. Conservatives, women's associations, and even the church have already condemned the Damocles and called on government to shut down this clear attack on public decency, leading to ever more publicity for the swimsuit. Geez, so political power or stability. This is pure French genius. Don't stifle it, I guess. Oh, nice. Get blasphemy laws. This is like I don't know. And it's okay. I mean, it's not as cool as being like Patain probably, but it's pretty based, I guess. All right, so we are going to war with the Japanese. It's getting late though, so I'm going to call this episode here, and tomorrow we'll try and slug it out with the Japanese, which is going to be a little bit tough because their navy's kind of shit. It is what it is. So we will, I guess, accept this call to arms, and I will